Hey guys, what's up? I'm the Sparrow123 and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Colosseum. In the last episode, we left off right here. And we are now gonna find Gonzab, who was our final challenge that we had to find in this area. As I said in the last episode, I did find all the trainers in this building, and it seems you can kind of farm them, I've noticed, because I've left the building when I was circling back around, remember? Yeah, a couple of the trainers I could have rebattled already, even though we literally just fought them. So I guess if you want some extra experience, that's always nice. Everybody is just nice and rounded up to level 56 here, leading with Beetle and our Espeon, Ruby. Wow, pretty brazen for a trader to come stumbling back, eh, Sparrow? I got careless back at Railgun Tower, but this is the Snag'em hideout. We might be shattered, but this is my home turf. This is where I make my stand. I can't lose. Alright, so now we actually have Gonzab to fight. Which is a bit scary. That took quite a long time to load. That's kind of funny. He's leading with a Breloom and a Machamp. Okay. Level 64 though. Yeah, this guy is super high leveled. And we are gonna be getting into the very high levels pretty soon. Pretty much this entire video. We are gonna, I think I just want to get stab extra damage on the Machamp, because I'm honestly terrified of that Machamp. Because I think one singular Psychic will not do the job. Oh, it actually did the job. My goodness, sorry. Sorry, Espeon, I'm doubting you. My Ruby. Just smoked that thing into oblivion. Next up we have a Crawdaunt. Well, I'm actually really glad I Brick Breaked in that place. That's crazy prediction play. Yeah, that thing's dead. Black Belt, Brick Break, super effective. That's crazy. What a turn of events we have here. We have Granbull up next. Okay. He is gonna get that Intimidate off. That's definitely gonna be a bit more annoying. And the Breloom is going for Hyper Beam. That's crazy. Does an insane amount of damage. It just straight up kills our Ruby. And I think having Starscream out here is honestly a great idea. Alright, and we are just gonna go Brick Break the Granbull and Drill Peck the Breloom. Hopefully Brick Break probably won't kill because of the Intimidate. The Intimidate definitely mattered there. But this Drill Peck, I'm certain it will kill the Breloom. It's quadruple effective. We're getting quite a lot of experience. Up next we have an Armaldo, okay. Now this Granbull goes for Hyper Beam. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is pretty much all this guy wants to do. It's just Hyper Beam everything. Well, we're actually safe from that Granbull this turn. So I'm down to double into that Armaldo. Let's Brick Break. And then Steel Wing. I don't think it will be enough though. Nope. I was pretty certain it wouldn't be. And Armaldo goes for the Ancient Power. On Beetle. Okay, looks like they just wanted Beetle out of the picture. That's fine by me. And we can go for, I think Quagmire here is honestly a great shout. Because we can go for, yep, Granbull recharges, that's Surf. And we can go for Drill Peck to finish off the Granbull, I hope. Yep, we do, that's nice. So now whatever comes in next is gonna take some extra damage from that Surf. And the Armaldo, I'm certain, will die. Oh, 8 Gyarados. Okay, well, we're not doing much damage. With a Surf on that front, and the Intimidate is definitely a bit rough. Quagmire. Let's go, buddy. Big Surf on the Armaldo. That goes down. Our team actually did pretty good here for being quite underleveled. Doing all that extra training in between our journey definitely helped. And just in case, I need to remind you, I'm pretty sure I've said this in the beginning of the game. But it is very useful for you to go to the battle tower if you, or to, yeah, to the battle tower or the battle place. Mount Battle, that's what it's called. And just keep on chugging along, doing battles, doing battles. This thing is dragon dancing, which is terrifying to say the least. We're gonna drill peck, which probably ain't doing too much because of our intimidate. Actually does respectable damage. We're gonna bite and drill peck. Let's see who is not taking this hyper beam. Oh, Umbra. I was gonna say Umbra, I believe, in taking that, because she's bulky, or yeah, he's bulky. He's bulky as hell. This bite, this critical hit, okay, not amazing damage, but next turn he's gonna recharge and we can clean up with bite and drill peck. That is absolutely beautiful. That is the one disadvantage this guy has on his team. He needs to recharge, of course, after the use of those very, very powerful hyper beams. But if you are terrified of this fight, definitely level up at Mount Battle a bit more. You always have that in your game or in your journey to just keep on leveling up, just doing all the battles. The way things are, I won't give you the satisfaction of asking why you blew up the hideout and abandoned Team Snag'em. But you remember this: so long as I breathe, Team Snag'em will rise from the shadows again, and with it will come your downfall. Live in fear. Alright, and he just dips away. And looks like, did he leave something here, or was that always here? We found the D-disc. Beautiful. So we know where that is used at. A certain place called the Under. So looks like we have a next set of destination to go in again. I don't know why I'm going this way. We need to go down another level. I love how Rui just likes to get stuck on stairs all the time. Gosh darn it, we actually need to fight this guy again. Like, again? It's crazy. Well, let's see what he has. Hopefully he has something quick. We're just gonna use the speed up here, because I don't want to waste too much time on this fool. Also, I don't think... Is our team healed? I think our team actually got healed, so that's quite nice. Let's, just break the fortress. That's Psychic, the fortress. It's actually not a great position to be in. But luckily we are a bit high level. It literally didn't kill him. That's so sad. Aerial Ace. Oh boy. Earthquake. Does no damage to our side, to be honest. Let's break and let's Psychic. Psychic nearly does enough. That's very sad. Because now I think our beetle will bite the dust. And up next we have a Dustox. Beetle unfortunately does die here. We are gonna switch to Vulcan. And we're gonna just Flame Wheel that Masquerain and Psychic the Dustox. And that should be it. Dustox will go down. Jesus, I cannot speak for some reason. Flame Wheel the Masquerain. And that's this stupid battle out of my way. Because, yeah, it was just an extra battle that we really didn't have to fight. But that's fine. Because now we can actually get out this area, right? Okay, so let's go to the Under, I assume so. Will be a nice place to go. Let's go down the elevator shaft, because we can also heal up here, which is definitely needed at the moment. Let's heal up our Pokemon. And I think everyone's still level 56, right? I'm fairly certain everyone is. Thank you for waiting. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yeah, everyone's still level 56, so we are good on that front. Let's go down here. It looks like we did get a PDA, an email. Let's check out what that email is. PDA. Who is this? Hi, it's Bit from the Under. Apparently there's a weird guy with an amazing hat. Amazing hat. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes, if you've seen probably from the title of this episode, we're gonna be fighting quite a couple Familiar faces. Let's go put in that D-disc that we so nicely got. Downward direction, yes sir. Let's go down. And we see a shiny cool item just right there, which I do believe is a steel teeth, which we can use to... Yes sir, we are going straight back up, and I will actually make it just a smidge faster for you guys. Because this is just an extra thing you can do. We are gonna put in the F-disc once again. Because we need to go across from here, because we saw that we've been seeing that old man for like years. And this is definitely a nod to the original game. Let's give this guy the steel teeth, because he will give us the L-disc. Yes, we can finally grab that item that's also just been lurking over there for ages. It seems like ages. And so we are finally going to put in the L-disc. Just like that in a post game, you get 2 discs straight in a row, which is kind of crazy. So now we are finally going to the left, and let's see what big item we are gonna get from this. If I remember correctly, it is actually a pretty useful item. An amulet coin, yes, a very useful item. It's just quite a shame that you get it so late into the game, but then again, there's still quite a lot of mount battle that we could possibly do. There's still quite a bit of tournaments that we could still have, but I honestly kind of like all items that we have. The black belt, the twisted spoon, the charcoal, the sharp beak, the quick claw, and the black glasses. All of them have come in super clutch. So yeah, I don't actually think we're gonna use it, but for any of you who want to stock up on money for this game, this is where you finally get the amulet coin. And let's finally go down here. Let's go back to normal speed. Let's see what's past this big ass door. Alright, well, looks like we have quite the interesting thing going on here. We actually have another Colosseum. We have the Under Colosseum. What's actually pretty cool about this place is this is the hardest set of tournaments that we have in the game. And why am I just blanking? It's quite different from the other Colosseums. With this Colosseum, we have 5 challenges instead of the 4. So basically 4 sets of 4 battles. And then you have one more after that. And that's the one we kind of need to get to. With all these battles though that we have, I will definitely not be showing all of them, because that will be quite a lot of battles in between, because what I do want to do as well, because every one of these final leaders is one of the admins. So first off, we saw Mirror B in one of the photographs, or in the photograph that we got shown. Mirror B is the final battler that the final trainer that we have to fight in the first Colosseum round, and then in the second one, the final one will be the next admin, so on and so on, and then the 5th guy that we have to fight will have something special. So with that in mind, I am gonna do this tournament, and I will skip to where I will face whenever I will start our final battle. So yeah, I will see you guys just in a couple seconds. Let's enter the Deep Colosseum. I will let you guys see what the Colosseum looks like at least, because honestly it is a pretty cool Colosseum. And what am I actually saying, because you guys are gonna see the Colosseum. But yeah, look at this. This looks pretty cool. It's literally like in a damn ass underground. There's still so many people watching us. Alright, so I will see you guys when we are at our first final battle. Alright, we should be at our final battle here for the first round. This is gonna be a pretty battle hefty episode, fighting all these admins once more again. Quite exciting, to be honest, because they are gonna be quite high leveled. And we have the samba music again. Here we go. Lovely. That's definitely what he was missing last time. We have an Exploud and a Ludicolo. Okay, I'm honestly certain we can one-shot that Exploud. Definitely not certain we can do that with the Ludicolo though. But I'm honestly fine with... Why is my controller just not responding? Give me a second here. Okay, here we go. My controller was just not responding there for a second. We're gonna break the Exploud, and we're just gonna set off a Psychic at the Ludicolo. I think that'll be great. Some decent damage on it. Break should knock this Exploud. Yep, just straight out. Beautiful. Our Pokemon are at least pretty high leveled. As you can see, he is insanely high level though, level 65 and 63s. It's kind of crazy. Now he is going for the Rain Dance, which I assume will trigger a Swift Swim ability. And Rain Dish, but I guess not Rain Dish, but that's fine. We can, I guess we'll Mega Horn the big fellow and we'll Psychic the one who is a bit lower. Hydro Pump in the rain will definitely hurt. It just almost clears our Beetle, which is crazy. Okay, Psychic will go out. Almost takes out the Ludicolo. That is very sad. Mega Horn gets in. Does some amazing damage to Ludicolo. Just taking it out. That's lovely that we finally have a super effective move against one of these, you know, lads. And he has another one. Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah. It's kinda important that we keep Heracross alive for this. So I think... Should we actually heal? Now we have our entire team. I think we'll be alright. We'll try to get a Mega Horn off. Maybe he misses the Hydro Pump. He goes for the Axe Defend. Okay. He may have thrown. He literally used it on the Ludicolo. That was faster. Okay, let's see. Do we hit our Mega Horn though? Do we hit our Mega Horn? Ruby gets to level 58. Our Maldo is up next. Okay. Mega Horn does connect. Down goes Ludicolo. Look at that. Our Heracross, our Beetle, is putting in the finest amount of work. You gotta love to see it for sure. And then we just have an Armaldo to deal with, which I think we can just Psychic Break. Will do plenty of damage. Probably not gonna kill though. Oh, it actually might kill. We do kill. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, well, Mirror B definitely was a fun challenge once again to fight. Looks like Beetle was so close to level 58. Oh no, my tempo is off again. This won't do it at all. Yes, your tempo is off again. And with that, he has been beaten. But of course, we have more challenges and more battles to do. Let's see what we do get though. A big load of money and TM12. Next entry, we do get an email. Who's Deep King? I heard you've gone to the Deep Colosseum. I heard a rumor about it. There's supposed to be a seriously tough trainer who goes by the name of Deep King. I wonder what Pokemon he uses. Alright, so looks like we need to continue our journey with these battles, which was to be expected. And I think we are gonna swap into Quagmire. And I'm thinking maybe Starscream would be a good shout. I should probably check which admin we have to fight next. Yes, alright, I just checked it to be certain. This would actually be a pretty great lead for the upcoming battles. So yeah, let's sign into the next tournament and I will speak to you guys whenever we hit our final battle once again. Okay, we should be at our next final battle here. Against our very famous big man, Dakim. Which we all know, is the big earthquake spammer. So it's actually pretty good for us that we have a water type and then a flying type as our leads. So let's face Dakeem here once again. You're getting the Cypher Admin Fight team, which is pretty dope. We're seeing a Solrock and a Claydol. Okay, that is his leads, or those are his leads rather. We are gonna go for a, gosh darn it, looks like I keep forgetting I need to press this again so my controller works. Let's go Surf straight away, and we'll go for a Steel Wing on the Solrock, because that will be the most effective. He's going for X accuracies. That's quite interesting. Quite interesting, but okay. Let's go Steel Wing. Get some super effective damage on the Solrock, to where maybe the Surf will kill. Maybe. Claydol will barely take damage because he is pretty bulky, but yeah, I was thinking Solrock will not. That is beautiful. Already one Pokemon down and out. Up next we have a Flygon. Okay, so definitely a pretty tough cookie to crack. We're just gonna Surf and I think a Drill Peck. He's taking in the sunlight. Same with Claydol. Okay then. So they really want to get a Solar Beam off. That Drill Peck did immense damage. Crazy good. Let's get the Surf off. Let's see. It's not gonna do anything against Flygon. Just barely. Well, since they are gonna Solar Beam, I will gladly go for Vulcan to eat that hit. And then we'll just Drill Peck and take care of that Flygon. I think Flygon is definitely the most menacing on that team at the moment. I know Vulcan here isn't a great switch for the rest of his team, but he will take these Solar Beams like an absolute champ. That's the first one. And this is the second one. So that's why he was doing accuracy. Alright then. It's kind of funny. Starscream will kill this Flygon though. So that is one threat out of the way. We get a level on Quagmire. Up next we have Swampert. Alright, one of my favorite Pokemon. You guys know that. We definitely need to get our boy out of here though. I honestly think Quagmire might be a good shout again. But at the same time, we probably wanna hit this thing a bit more harder. Let's just go for Beetle. Let's not think about it too much. Let's go for Drill Peck on that Claydol. Let's get that thing a bit lower, I was gonna say, but apparently we're not gonna get it lower because he full restores the bastard. Gosh darn it. Okay. We are gonna get our Drill Peck at least off. That does, you know what, respectable damage to the Claydol. And then Swampert goes for Earthquake, which we luckily resist, and we don't get hit. That still does quite a lot of damage. And we don't get hit with Starscream by it, so that's great. Let's go for the Brick Break on Swampert, and then let's just do into that Swampert. The Swampert is probably doing the most damage to us. Probably should have done a Drill Peck into him the turn before, but it's alright. Oh, we got a critical hit. Jesus, alright. Damn critical hits are pulling in true. They are pulling clutch. Love to see it. Up next, his last Pokemon, a Houndoom. Okay, definitely a Pokemon both my Pokemon on screen fear. And this Psychic, it almost kills our Beetle. I don't think our Beetle will get a hit off. Unless the Houndoom goes for... We'll see what happens. Houndoom does go for Fire Blast on Starscream and he misses. Beautiful. I think this Brick Break will take out the Houndoom. And then whatever the Claydol will do, honestly, it's fine if we lose Beetle. Yep, we're gonna lose Beetle. That's fine though. He did absolutely excellent this battle. And we are now gonna do a swapperoo. For the final one, we can just swap in back Quagmire. I guess we could have used someone else just to grab some extra experience. But Quagmire was gonna get the experience from the Clay Doll anyway, so it was gonna be split with him. Either way, we're just gonna serve Drill Peck. Yeah, he really wants to get the Solar Beam off. That's funny. You're not gonna get that off, buddy. With that, Dakim has been defeated. And we've beaten yet another one of these members. One of the Cypher admins. That is, not really members, you know, they are admins. Let's respect their names still a decent bit, you know. Alright, beautiful. We've done yet another challenge. Congratulations, you're the champion. Another 20k and TM48. We do get another email. Let's go and check out. I'm getting information about Deep King slowly. He does sound like an expert trainer. Oh, I'm pretty sure we already got that one, no? Is that just the same one that we... I'm confused. Okay, but you know what? Never mind. I guess either I overlooked something or whatever. Alright, let me just see. I've opened the list. What would be nice for the next battle. Right, honestly, I don't see a big consensus with the next team that we need to fight. So I'm honestly just gonna go with the two Pokemon that are the lowest level, which are Umbra and Vulcan. I think that will be a great shout, and we still can switch whenever we want. Alright, well, you guys know the drill by now. We'll see you guys at the final battle for this next round. Alright, into our third round of battles, the final one. Have you guessed it? It is indeed Venus. She is back for vengeance, but so are we. She has quite the bulky team, to be honest, except for, I guess, one of her Pokemon isn't the bulkiest. We are seeing Dusclops and Meganium first. Okay, okay. And we have Vulcan and Umbra, so I'm actually liking this lead for us so far. Okay, we are gonna definitely, once again, I keep forgetting to do this. We are gonna hopefully land this Fire Blast, and we're just gonna bite the Dusclops. We do land the Fire Blast, beautiful. That was heavily needed to defeat that Meganium. That's at least one of our Pokemon that won't be able to be a bit annoying. Raichu is out. Umbra gets the bite off. Should do a decent amount. Yes, alright, some decent amount of damage actually, you know, great. He goes for the Confuse Ray, which was expected. The Hex is beginning, because this is, as usual, a big Hexy battle. This Raichu is for sure outspeeding us. I'm just hoping we can land another Fire Blast, and we're just gonna bite the... We're actually not getting outsped. We are getting confused though now, which is annoying. And yes, we are getting Thunder Waved. Who is getting Thunder Waved? Vulcan, of course. They just want to destroy Vulcan. That is lovely. Bite does some pretty okay damage against the Dusclops. Let's see what he wants to do next. We do flinch him. Beautiful. Since we learned that our Vulcan is actually faster than that Raichu, I think it is actually a fair play to go for a full heal. And then we can bite. Don't really know why. I should have definitely reversed that, but I don't know why I did that. I should have done it reverse. Guess me playing through this game already like what 20-ish hours by now still hasn't taught me enough lessons. That's amazing, you know. But it's all right. It's all right. We'll manage through. Up next we have a Bilbilblissey. This is actually a bit troublesome for sure. I do want to just go for... No, let's not make the same mistake again. You know what, we're just going to deal with it. Let's go for a break on Blissey, because we actually have nothing physical to hit that Blissey with. With our Raichu. With our Umbra. And they're just completely bullying Vulcan. Completely bullying him, man. Just confused, paralyzed. Bite the Raichu just to get some chippies on him. Blissey is attracting as expected. Lots of hacks going on here. Yes, Vulcan is basically... It's gonna be impossible for him to attack. Yes, he's immobilized. Alright. We're just gonna try that turn again. We're probably gonna get bullied. Raichu is Thunderbolting. They're Vulcan at least. Okay, at least they're going after Vulcan. Umbra gets the bite off, as usual, does some chippy damage. 2 more of those and the Raichu will bite the dust. We do get staticked, but that means we static the Raichu as well. Blissey is going for Water Pulse, trying to hex out our Typhlosion even more, even though that's literally no point, because we are already fully hexed. And we're immobilized once more. We're just gonna let this turn happen, I think. Blissey goes for Water Pulse, because it's now the fastest thing on the field. And that kills our Vulcan. I am expecting a Thunderbolt will probably come out, so let's switch into Quagmire. Raichu is paralyzed. Beautiful. Okay, looks like we dodged on that one. Now, I kind of don't want our Typhlosion to miss all that experience, so I will just use a Revive to quickly use it. So he will get the experience. Blissey is apparently faster than our Quagsire. No! Oh no, now we have to gamble once more. We're immobilized, you gotta be joking, man. And this thing gets a sweet kiss off as well. Oh, this battle is so obnoxious. I keep forgetting how obnoxious it is. I think we might need to do a double Swappington here, just to get through here. It is gonna be annoying to... Let's go for Beetle. Because I don't think they're gonna do any hex moves more right. I'm hoping at least. So we'll just use a double switch on this turn. I know it sucks a bit. Because we really could have used Beetle there. Not Beetle, but Quagmire. But it's fine. That Earthquake would have gone huge. Alright. Blissey goes for the Psychic. Just predicts us, bro. That's crazy. Thunderbolt, please don't say it goes into that slot, right? That would be... I was gonna say, that would be insane if the AI did that here. Let's break the Blissey. Let's Psychic that Raichu. Both of them will go down. For sure. Because Raichu does not outspeed when it's paralyzed. And especially not Espeon. Our Espeon is quite the fast boy. Lots of experience to be had. Milotic up next. Okay. Definitely a bulky Pokemon. Break goes off. Will definitely kill this Blissey, because that thing cannot eat a physical hit for its life. And we're gonna break and just Psychic, just go for our biggest damage possible on this Milotic. Big damage on the Psychic, big damage. Alright, and break. Pretty much the same, just a tiny bit more. You gotta love to see it. Milotic goes for the Hydro Pump, actually does hit it. Just knocks our Beetle out. That is very unfortunate. And I guess we'll go send out our Vulcan. Just so we can get that tiny bit of experience, you know. Because no matter what happens here, break, Psychic will do the deal. And will wrap us up here with the third battle. Alright. And with that, we have beaten Venus. We've done 3 out of the 4, well, actually 5 battles, technically, right? Because we all know who there's one more admin remaining. Let's accept our cash reward, yes, and TM44 now. We do get another email. Let's see if it actually is an email this time. Yes, looks to be a new one. He apparently uses a shadow shuckle. Alright, so there we have the shuckle that we have been missing all along. And actually, let me check, which TMs have we been getting that are new? Taunt is definitely new. I guess Iron Tail is new. And then Rest, okay. Not the most interesting ones, that's for sure. And I think we should probably do the next 2, I think, in the next episode. Because the next episode will probably be the final episode of the series. So yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Colosseum. And the next one, we are probably gonna wrap up the game. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed.